the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com, and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are...
We are back after a minor technical difficulty. But, players, you are about to start your journey of 1,000 steps. And of course, you're going to be driving, so you're barely going to take any. But, go ahead and begin. As you are making your way, Gifford, you were the one who started us off. You were going to drive for about what? 4 hours? 6 hours?
About 4 hours, give or take.
Alright. After that 4 hours, it's a relatively uneventful drive. Who would be driving next?
Zarya's down to drive whenever. Just tell her when to drive and she will.
I mean, that's pretty much it. There are only 3 people that can drive, and then Gearfree would have to take the vehicle down for just checkup and maintenance, and ugh.
I guess I'll go next.
So, Zarya, would you like to go next?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and give me that vehicle check.
And that's just a straight D20.
D20
Or
plus
what?
your dexterity, and if you're proficient with it, your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so
D20 plus 8 for you, I believe.
Yes.
Wait, how high's your dex?
4. Ooh.
Yeah,
So
plus
24.
Yep.
Alright. Good driving. Good driving.
She's very good at driving.
See that. As you are making your way through the next 4 hours, again, nothing is necessarily happening. Thankfully, it's quiet. You hear some stirrings. You would see signs of life, deer, other animals wandering around the area. And you notice the plains is approaching faster. You are reaching the edge of the forest area by the end of the night. About how long are you going to drive for? Are you going to drive longer than the 8 hours, or are you going to stop after an 8-hour period?
I'll adhere to the schedule, stay on the 8-hour shift thing.
Alrighty. It's at the edge of this foresty area that you would see the embankment, because I believe you were heading to the edge of this area so that you could catch a ride on a boat, correct?
I believe Sarah's pushed the idea of securing a boat somewhere along the south end of the Science Sound. So.
Well, initially she was going to do it at the town, but they said it's not a good idea. You should go north. All the boats are there. So.
Yep. because they've been having issues with things creeping out of Mornland, attacking the ships when they got too close.
Whose fault is that?
I mean,
Whoever
whatever
caused the
caused the
morning.
morning, so.
Right? It's at the night's start when you make camp that you do see an individual closing shop for the day. He is elvish in nature and doesn't pay any of you any mind.
Is he the only one?
He's the only one there right now.
Cyrus will just kind of go up. Excuse me, hello. It seems like you're closing shop. Is this where we would book passage for a boat?
Yes. I usually go up and down the lake, depending on how far people need me to go, the river. And some journeys take longer, but it tends to be a little bit pricier. Of course, the further you want to go.
We are looking to get up to around the northern tip of the Mournland and enter Hana from there.
All the way up to the Mournland.
Well, not into it, but around it.
Well, yes, I understood. Let me check my ships and let me check my provisions. That is going to be a bit of a pricier trip. How many people do you have coming?
I believe there's six of us and a car. Carriage. Hovering carriage.
That's gonna take the bigger ship.
Out of game, did we determine if Carpe Diem will float on water?
It doesn't recognize water as land, so it will dip. We found that out when we were crossing the Brave River.
Is it buoyant enough to just float? And it's like
We made the Oregon Trail comment. I think it was Pre that made the comment.
So,
We all died of dysentery from drinking in the water.
yes, it is buoyant, but
So-
it's also not meant for water.
okay.
So-
maybe we could-
It's one of those things that could you drag it behind you? Yes. But could that also damage it? Also yes.
there are no consequences here.
Hey, listen, you like I said, you do you. I just propose the options and then you make your choices.
That's just I was clarifying. While he's going through his books, figuring out whatever.
How does 350 gold pieces sound?
That sounds reasonable.
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does
it's-
not
it's-
tack on per person.
Yeah, we can afford that.
Alright, that is going to take some degree of time. It's going to take... I'd like to say about 10 days.
Oh.
It is a far trip.
Faster than I expected.
Presumably we don't run into any danger. You do understand that there are some tight curves there that do dip relatively close to the Mournland. Most sailors aren't crazy enough to go that way. At least not all the way up.
We don't have to go into the Mournland, though, right?
We
just
do
float
not have to
past
go
it.
into the Mournland, but as I'm sure you heard in Vashnad, I mispronounced that and I know it.
Vathrond.
There we go. The Moonland's been a bit active as of late. You don't have to enter to feel the evil of it.
That's
I myself
great.
haven't had an issue going up there yet, but I've lost 2 human sailors who I hired last season.
All right. No. We definitely need the ride. Sort of. We have business in Kana. We need to get there. This seems better than walking.
Karnath. Are you one of those, dark people who like to conjure the dead?
Do we get a discount if we are?
No, but you will understand I have the right to refuse service.
Oh, no. I'm brainless, actually.
And you're going to see him kind of like turn and spit. Those people who won't let the dead rest are worse than scum.
It's true. They're awful. Just the absolute worst.
Alright, so when do you need to leave?
As soon as you can provide transport.
I should be able to leave, if not midday tomorrow, the early morning the following day. Is that applicable to you? Is that acceptable to you?
As soon as you're ready is what we'll accept.
Well then, I will expect full payment on our departure. Or at least
We
half
provide
on
this.
departure or half on arrival and so on. And if you try to skimp out, well, just remember, we elves live an awful long time.
Phrases here. Yeah, I know.
That's why he said we elves. He could see unless you're disguised as a human. I don't know anymore because you're always disguised, right?
I mean, at the moment she's just a darker skinned elf moment.
So yeah,
But
he was
otherwise,
including you and Levin. Are you wearing your ears loud and proud?
He has no need to hide them.
So he would be including all who would be elvish in nature.
Good to know. Good to know.
Alright, well, I will be here again tomorrow morning, starting to prepare for our travel, as well as gathering supplies. Till then. And he's just going to kind of saunter off.
Thank you.
Man, a few words. It's
Respect it. It's useful.
Well, should we post up for the night and just wait for the vessel?
Sure.
Unless there's something interesting going on here.
Does it look like there's anything going on around? Can I roll a perception check?
Sure. Let's see what you got. What you're able to see is in the distance, in the shroud that is the Mournland. You see an eruption of what looks to be fire and a green gaseous nature colliding.
That's like off in the distance?
Yeah. It's within the Mournland. You're seeing it from the distance. Yeah. Like fireworks in a sense.
That is certainly interesting.
What you got?
Look over there. It's not the place we're going through. We're actually trying to bypass that, but I think everybody's going to point over towards the Mournlands.
Now, Fennec, due to your personal history, you feel a slight pull in that direction.
There's a place I'm torn on. Now, this is more like a flavor question. Like, I know Fennec has like the scar on his face from like that night. Being this close to the Mournland, would there be any sign of that scar like glowing or like even just emitting the slightest?
I'm gonna say, due to it being the flavoring of how you perceive your character, would you like your scars to react to being so close to the Mournland?
I would say yes, only because of like how everything unfolded. Like this is the source, like this is where he gained his like powers, like everything kind of happened. So I would feel like there was some kind of reaction.
Go ahead and take a minute and describe to the party what they would be seeing.
So his hood's down, so he's in his three-piece. But like as kind of Gearfried mentions it, and you know, there's that hole towards it. Fennec won't see it right away, or he won't recognize it, or feel it. But the scar on his face would actually start kind of lightly glowing purple, like kind of like that how shadow magic kind of works. That purpley, dark purpley. Word.
You works.
But like that type, it's almost like pulsating a little bit, but like slowly. But Fennec wouldn't notice it right away. But it is visible.
The rest of you would be able to easily notice this kind of shift, and you notice that it happened as he came closer to the Mournland.
Fennec, does your scar normally do that, or is that a new thing?
What's it doing? And
It's glowing.
He'll like cross-eyed.
It's glowing. Yeah.
Gearfried has like metal armor, right? Or there's metal armor.
Yeah. The pauldrons are tiny.
So he'll pull you down so he can kind of see his face in the pauldron. He goes, whoa. I've never seen that do that before. It must be a representation of my glowing personality. And he'll just crack that like snaggletooth smile.
Well, it's either that or something more sinister, and I'm not sure I want to find out which.
I don't know. I've never. Have you ever seen anything like this? And he's gonna point to his face. Still with a smile.
I don't feel we need to comment on that.
Okay. And Fennec's gonna do a little surprising thing. He's gonna ask Meili. Meili.
Yes.
I know we're still kind of working on our relationship and all, but in your travels, have you ever seen anything like this? Again, pointing to his face.
I've seen beings glow, but I've never seen a scar glow of that hue.
The only person I can think of would be he who has disappeared from my life.
Well, if it's something you want to pursue, Fennec, Giver's gonna look towards the other group members. Is this a thread we want to follow, or is the getting Karnath business a little bit more important? Because I did mention that there is a road that cuts right through the Mournlands. Be dangerous, but it seems that Fennec's reacting.
No, we're not going through the Mournlands.
You do realize that crossing the Dead Graves would require us to hold our breaths for possibly several miles.
I did not know that. I can do that, but you all can't, so it's probably not the best idea.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go. This is. We don't need to make this about me. I didn't know my face glowed when I was near this. It was strange. We really don't know if it's the Mournland that's causing this reaction. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction to, I don't know, this kindness.
Mournland.
I was going to say kindness that I'm showing people.
Alright, well, it's too dangerous. We should just head north then.
If that was the case, then while you were attempting to get to know that the person at the university better, you probably would have experienced. And he gestures towards the glowy.
See? Can't even get that. Can't even get help there. I'm just a lost cause that glows now.
Premature illumination.
Yep. No, we're not sidetracking, we're not going off path. We set up for something, my glowy face can wait.
We are getting paid a good deal of money to make this safe.
I'm agreeing with you.
Good.
My face can wait.
Yes.
Assuming that's permanent. It just go away.
Mm-hmm. I wonder. He'll ponder for a second. It never glowed until, my head was almost popped off.
I blame Zarya.
No, I'm now a glow stick. Crack me in the right way and I glow.
This little
Okay.
We're not trying again, I'm already glowing.
You're right. With
That's
that
usually vigorous shaking.
Oh, sorry.
Let Bill give him ideas.
What?
Made the reference.
We need to see if Fennec will glow bright if you shake him vigorously.
My god, Fennec's a minion.
I'm not going to entertain this.
I mean, I kind of want to entertain it.
Welcome.
I will break his spine.
Just grab it by his feet and shake him vigorously upside down.
Why are we entertaining this waiting us?
You're fine.
No, wait. Enough attention on my face. Let's keep moving.
Time skipping ahead, unless you guys want to continue.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm good. It's been brought up, but Fennec is gonna stick to that. Like, let's keep on the path.
He will have the ship prepared by midday, and as said, it will be about 10 days unless things come up that will hinder your progression. So it is now noon next day, and he is ready to have you put the ship onto, put Carpe Diem onto the ship.
Cool. Gearfree, this is a you thing, I think.
Gearfree will slowly and carefully pull up Carpe Diem into the cargo area.
Alright, go ahead and give me that vehicle check. Now this would be a perfect time to roll a 1.
Nope. 10 plus I would guide myself, 4 on guidance. Sorry, 4 on Flash of Genius plus another D4 on guidance.
Okay, so at least 18. Gotcha.
15.
There we go, 15. You were able to successfully...
Don't you have proficiency? Oh, your dexterity is garbage. Never mind.
Yeah, but it would still have his proficiency bonus, so that would still be like
That's the
+4
plus.
plus the Flash of Genius plus the
Would
1.
be plus 8.
So that'd be
Alright.
plus 9.
Hmm.
So, yeah, he's able to.
Awesome. Yes, I do have plus 2 to that, so it would actually be 17 total.
There you go. And you guys are all able to board. Your trip begins relatively simply. The river is nice and calm. It's moving at a quick pace. The sails are furled. And again, out in the distance, you do see the reactivity within the Mournland kind of screening off of the mist that
Also,
surrounds it.
how did we... sorry.
Yep.
How did we divvy up payment, like for this guy? We had to pay him 350 gold pieces.
I'm gonna say that's up to you guys. He is willing
Yeah.
to accept half on arrival. Half now, half on arrival. So I'm assuming you guys have at least 350 between you.
Yeah, I just want to know who paid how much, because I'm not going to pay all of it.
Nope. I agree.
And it's that kind of selfish attitude that prevents you from joining our union, Saris.
Yeah.
Gearfried will pitch in. How much do I have?
What?
A whole lot of nothing. Gearfried will pitch in everything he's got, so 28 gold's going in, baby.
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's say if we each paid 70 gold pieces, we cover costs, but we're gonna have it now. Make it 25. 49? Yeah. And Saris will pay 115 gold pieces to make up the difference for her Gearfried, and 70 gold pieces for her share.
Oh, for 350, Levin will throw up 7 platinum.
No, ready?
That next size is gonna go wide.
So that was what, 210 gold equivalent right now? I think, if I'm keeping count.
Yeah, Zarya and Fennec need to pay 70 gold pieces each. Should bring us up to the appropriate total.
Fennec has 17 gold to his name.
God damn it.
How much does Zarya have? And
Well, here's the thing. I don't think I've been keeping up my money very well. Because currently I just have 58 gold and 2 silver.
that's fine.
I think
Levin will
that's
put up
wrong.
14 to cover the other 2.
Also, Melee is going to chip in too. I think she has at least 70 gold pieces over the course of the travels. Because Saris has been paying out to everybody.
Alright, then Levin will chip in 7 to cover for one other person if Melee's gonna chip in 70.
So that would
Saris
at
is
least put us
glowering
up to
at-
28, 280.
So I see that the Union just simply drains funds from its members. Wonderful. Good to know. Can't wait to join that.
We didn't have much to work with at the very beginning. We have the car. It's a vehicle by which we make money.
How's that working for you?
Well, you're the one who said that we'd make a lot of money doing this, so you tell me.
No,
Also,
we're
technically
making a lot.
speaking, we didn't need to take the river up. We could have simply traveled along the roads to either our choice of Lanky or Fallius and caught a ferry over.
We're taking forever.
And you're the one
Yes,
who
so
heard
350 gold is the cost of convenience.
Yes.
that apparently 2 people are paying for, so just feel free to temper your opinions.
No, Melee paid in full. 3 people.
Thank you for the update.
Well, I expect to enjoy a nice peaceful ride on the water and sleep this trip away.
Alright. As you are setting sail, off in the distance of the plains, you hear the sound of a mighty roar. And this is not from the Mornland, it is from the Thrain Plains area. In the distance, you see a huge creature standing on 2 legs, reptilian in nature, with a large fan on their back. What looks like a fan. Or a fin.
Looks gross and hideous.
Are we going to be able to get away before this thing decides that it wants to make a snack out of one of us?
Oh, it's far away. It's just, you can see it because it's that big. Are we ready?
That makes it kind of plus. Yes, we are. What is that?
It looks like a dinosaur.
Oh, what are those? Looks like a malformed, underfed dragon.
You
Yes.
typically encounter such creatures over in the Talental Plains. It being in Thrain is odd.
Yeah. It's something that's been more common since after the war.
Oh,
So it's as if these areas, these things had been displaced. So you can imagine the first time one of the villagers within a small area encountered a Spinosaurus.
yeah.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I would rather not. Can we finish with our preparations and leave?
You're already starting to make sail. Like, he's multitasking. You are already making your way. I'm assuming everybody's on.
Ceres, if you want to try hunting that to attempt butchering its meat, no.
Wow, go. What? No, it's not a dragon. Just a...
And we're
Right?
heading over to Fort Bones. You can make an attempt later.
Fine. I mean, yeah. Makes sense. Just... look at it. Now imagine it on a plate. Seasoned. And well, you know, well done.
Yeah, well, Fennec is a side dish.
Ceres, you're getting notably more bloodthirsty. Has Fennec been bothering you?
Not more than usual.
I resemble that remark.
Do you mean resent?
No, I'm not
He
resemble.
was, he was correct.
I'm not resemble. I can't even lie. About that. I can't lie. I can't lie about it.
Well, is Big Beastie going to be attacking the ship as we're making our way across?
It would
If I
have to
kill
be
one of these
so-
things, doesn't it become like a great warrior on Talenta Plains or something?
I'm less familiar with the culture of the Talenta Plains.
Okay.
Usually, well, people just drive them away. That's why you don't have terribly many summons.
Well,
No.
I guess we're on our way then.
Gearfried, you were asking a question?
I just asked if the big beastie was going to be giving us any trouble.
No, the big beastie's not going to give us any trouble. He's too far away and he's probably chasing something else. And with that, you are going to hear the snapping of the sails as the wind catches, and you are officially at river.
Wee.
Yeah.
But, as said, it is also going to be 10 days.
Ugh.
Now, the other part is you will not be sleeping on the ship necessarily. He's going to more so pull it to the coast so that you're on land.
Oh.
Because particularly, I don't know if you guys would prefer to sleep right next to the Mournland or relatively close to the Mournland.
Well,
Not.
I'm going.
This river looks fairly wide. It's like, even at its narrowest point, it looks like it's a mile or two across.
It is. But again, as said, things have been getting out. So it's
I
safer to
would
be...
feel safer on the boat.
Hey, listen. You can request that he stays out.
Well, I'm
And-
not saying necessarily. He can dock the boat overnight to sleep. Sarah would just
Oh,
want
no.
to sleep on the boat.
I'm just
Oh,
saying...
we're not
You're,
leaving the boat.
Yeah,
We're
no,
just
I'm just
docking
saying
to the
that
shore.
you're- exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you want to sleep outside, if you want to sleep on the boat, it's just you're not sleeping like in the middle of the river. Is what I was trying to say. Like he's not throwing out an anchor, and then you guys sleep out there. That's dangerous. In
That's
this
fine.
climate.
I get that.
That's all I'm saying. So with that, you guys are able to make your first days or first half a day's travel relatively easily. You cover about 4 to 6 miles. Maybe 12 miles. And before it starts getting dark and he has to pull off to the side and moor the boat for the evening. As you are laying on the ship, hanging around, those of you who are on the deck of the ship, you would be able to see once more, coming from the Mournland, a multicolored light show. This one is infusing whites, reds, greens, oranges as they're colliding against each other as if in a battle amongst each other.
That's fun.
Oh yes, if I had to guess, those would be living spells.
Ah. We have no real need to encounter those.
They are interesting if you've never seen one before.
I am happy with my spells being just simply spells. Unalived and doing exactly what I want them to.
Well, not all spells turn living, but I did hear a rumor that one group that dared venture in ended up finding a living disintegrate. I lost a couple of friends that day.
That's terrifying.
Is this the sort of story where you're really referring to yourself and not people you know?
Wouldn't you like to know? Either way, it's a true story.
Every story's true until you look into it.
Well, if you want to look into it, you can journey into the Mournland and fact check me.
No.
But
I'm quite content where I'm at.
it is quite the adventure.
We are on a timetable. And while urgency is somewhat important, actually living to get there is slightly higher in priority.
I understand. It's not for the faint of heart, and I get it. Jumping ahead, unless there's anything specific you want to do overnight or the following day, I'm going to jump ahead about 2 days. If there's anything you want to do in that meantime, just go ahead and stop me. Otherwise, it's going to be the start of the next. It's going to be the start of day 2 days from now. So you are now 3 days into your journey, or 2.5 days into your journey.
All right. Ceres is mostly just kind of chilling and watching things go by. She's never actually traveled on a floating boat before.
Yeah, you city slicker. Never had this opportunity.
Yeah, so she's sort of just taking in the experience, as it were. And I need to check a thing real quick.
You're going to see during the journey that Meili is practicing her magic.
Good. Very good. And I will also be ritually casting Water Walk every morning.
And Gearfried would ritual cast Detect Magic throughout this journey as well.
Fair enough. You to the left, to the right of you, you feel nothing but magic. On the ship itself, you feel that there are some magical components, so there is a self-propulsion that is magical. But other than that, you don't really get a feel outside of the normal magic items that you feel.
Okie dokie.
Ceres, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Oof. I am going to use one of our inspiration.
Are you sure? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and reroll.
I'll take it.
Alright. You're going to notice that one of the times whether it was when you guys were getting ready to go into a meditative state, you would notice that there is a faint, on occasion, glowing coming from the scar on Meili's lower back. Not in the same way Phoenix is glowing, but you notice that it seems like there is a resurgence of activity within the market.
I would take Meili aside and just like, you feeling anything different?
I'm feeling a bit stronger lately.
Stronger? How so?
I don't know, I can't really explain it. I don't have a reference to explain it.
Well, just be mindful of that, and hopefully we'll get this business sorted out and be back in a proper town in due time.
Okay. And you are going to notice that she tends to now start trying to look to see if there's something going on.
Yeah. Ceres is mostly just watching the Mournlands occasionally, but then looking the other way as well. Looking for more dinosaurs.
You don't currently see any dinosaurs right now.
I'm patient.
With that, at the start of the start of the day, what would you guys like to do? It is a day of downtime, and you have a chance to interact with each other. Alrighty. We can continue skipping ahead unless there's anything you guys want to do otherwise.
Nope.
Nah, unless something happens, Levin is basically just maintaining a routine.
Alrighty.
Actually, Fennec would kind of make his way to Ceres.
She's
Okay.
just like relaxing and reclining along the railing.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. You know, full of answers.
When every time, and now again, I'm not trying to change your mind or anything, but every time the mention of going through or to the Mournland, you are very quick to say no. Why?
I'm sorry, do you not know its reputation?
I was born there.
Right, it is a hellscape.
I just didn't know if there was something. It was just, well,
I mean, there's nothing in particular. Well, I mean, the ability to not heal while you're there while constantly being attacked, is a big one for me. There's no, like, if it was like maybe a 2-hour trip through the Mournland, sure, I would consider it. But there is no such thing as a 2-hour trip through the Mournland. And so I have no interest in going there. My magic is not entirely reliable. We're constantly in the threat of death. We have no means of treating wounds. And everything... You mentioned living spells. Do you want spells that you've never cast to crawl out from under a rock and attack you?
Never thought of it that way. And I hear you, or I get what you're saying. But I have one question.
Sure.
One more question. If, after we finish this little task of ours, I wanted to venture in there to search for answers about the past, would you be there with me?
No.
Alright then.
It's not that I don't want to support you, but I do want to live, and there's nothing about the Mournlands that says I'm going to.
And I respect your honesty and point in your stance on that, and I respect it, and I just wanted to know. Not that I'm saying I want to, I'm just saying if we did go in there or if I went in there, but I respect your decision.
feels like a death sentence.
It
Which
feels
I
like a
am-
mystery.
It feels like a mystery wrapped in a death sentence. And I don't know if I've sold this enough. I have spent a good portion of my life avoiding dying.
Yeah. He's gonna pull out his keyring and he goes, something tells me though that the key to everything and anything about me lies in that place.
Perhaps.
I just want to know why my parents tried to kill me. But we're not heading that way, so no use dwelling on it. I just wanted to have a conversation with you, see where you're at, but we're good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but, I don't want to go in there, but I really don't want to go in there.
You have nothing to be sorry for. And he will walk away.
As he walks away,
Yep.
we're going to skip ahead again another 2 days. At this point, you are going to be approaching the bend that is the closest point that you're going to have towards the Mournland. So whereas the river was a mile or two wide, now we're going down to about a half mile away. And it's at about this point, we're going to call it here, because the next session we're going to find out what the players might have to deal with. Till then, have a wonderful weekend, be safe, and for our players, let's see what happens. No pressure. No
Good
pressure.
times.
Alrighty, everybody, have a great weekend. Say goodbye, all.
Night.
Bye.